Okay, hello everyone, this is BronzeLeagueGamer and I'm going to give you my first cast ever and hopefully it will be entertaining for you to watch. So, let's have a look and cut to the chase. We have got a game between aAaNerchio and some guy called mouzHasu. Let's go with Hasu. So Hasu versus aAaNerchio, and my two favourite races, Protoss and Zerg, are here playing. So let's see if they do anything interesting. This map I picked from the StarCraft 2 rep website, and they said it was part of the North American finals. I have no idea. I just picked the map, and all I'm interested in is StarCraft 2, to be honest, and if the games are actually any good. So hopefully I will not be giving you a boring game. I did have a look at a couple of other games and did actually cast them, but unfortunately I did have some video issues, and to be honest the games weren't that good anyway. So I'm really hoping that third time's a charm, that this game is actually any good. Let's just hope for it. So we're going things pretty standard. So we got 14. Are we going for a pool? No, it looks like he'll probably go for the standard opening of a hatchery first, because generally it makes sense. Nope, sorry, I'm mistaken. So already I'm showing my naivety in StarCraft 2 already. Hopefully I can get some things right, but you know, these casters, they like to guess what's happening first to make their jobs feel like they're that more important. But really, I don't know what you expect. But here's the probe here blocking off the hatchery, so the hatchery should go down once it's at 300. And here he goes now. He's going to find out that it's blocked off. He's going to attack it. So I'm going to predict this. He is going to attack the probe. Oh look, there we go. And he'll probably want to drop down a pylon once his health is low enough, because generally it seems to be worth it. There we go. That will force aAaNerchio to bring in some Zerglings, otherwise he's going to be spending a very long time investing in... oh no, he cancelled it, so he's forced the Zerglings. Sorry, I'll get the production tab up. That was silly of me. He's forced the Zerglings already, 6 of them, and he decided to... he's probably going to put it up again. He's just trying to conserve as many minerals as possible, especially with 6 there. He probably won't even bother putting it down because there's no reason. And there we go. And it is dropped. So let's have a look what's going on in the Protoss's base. Nothing particularly interesting. Just double gas, which is good. We're looking probably at some kind of sentry play or something like that. And the Cybercore is going down right on time, generally, as they generally do. These professionals do know what they're doing. Don't try this at home. So, yep, we're getting a Stalker in. Oh, he's chrono boosting the Stalker out first because he knows that the Zerglings might try a little bit of harass with only one Zealot there. You don't want to get a surround on that, but he's not really going to be able to do anything interesting. So what have we got? We've got another queen coming, of course. You need another queen for the other hatchery, and presumably he'll make another one as a designated creeper. And units lost, probably none really. One worker lost for well, that's the probe from before, and that is it. So he's going to be making... Hasu is going to be looking at expanding off the back of this. He's now got, well, enough to block this stuff off, I guess. Especially if the Zerg is going to be expanding again, which I assume he anticipates, and not it's some kind of all-in. But there are 4 Zerglings coming in now, which are gonna see this expansion and know that generally things will be safe for them. So whether or not he decides to do anything on that, nope, he's deciding that he'll go for the expansion, which seems like a fairly sensible thing to do, but it is quite a late expansion, especially in some of the Zerg versus Protoss games I've been seeing recently. So we got the Zergling speed. It's coming up now. I don't think he's going to be able to do anything particularly interesting with it, because this block off with 2 sentries, 3 sentries now is more than enough to block any kind of Zergling aggression. So they're just going to go back home, I guess, and wait it out. What have we got here? We got an evolution chamber. I wonder why he's Well, he's put that down. It seems a bit early, I guess, but maybe he'll go for early upgrades, or maybe he's anticipating for some kind of aerial assault, some kind of void ray push or something like that, because he hasn't really seen too much. That said, there are 5 sentries there, which is quite a lot. Tries to block the Zerglings in, doesn't succeed at all. There are far too many sentries there, and Hasu presumably is a relatively decent player if this is indeed the finals. He's not going to be able to do anything like that now, not with that few Zerglings, and there aren't that many probes there anyway, so it's not a big deal. So we've got the transfer of probes over here to the next base, and 14 Zerglings. I guess he wants to try and do some kind of. He's going for quite a lot of Zerglings actually, so that's another 16 on top of the. How many has he got right now? He's got 29 Zerglings, and we're looking at what is that? D and U. So that's okay. I can handle that. Okay, 39 Zerglings, and he's producing another 2. The observer is coming in now. I guess it will have spotted it. I don't know. Okay, so he's thinking about it. I think maybe he's going to try and do a two-pronged attack, but there's a lot blocked off there, so it's not going to succeed, I don't think. So what else is he thinking about doing? So we're going for a spire. Okay, fair enough. Well, I'll render the sentries relatively redundant, and the colossi, of course, that will be useless as well. He does not have the stalker count he needs to counter a mass Mutalisk play. But here's an engagement, and well, it's looking pretty good for the sentries. Really, they're blocked in, although they are going down. He's let a few Zerglings leak in, but his forces are just not enough. He just doesn't really have anything. It's weird to see, I suppose. There's only a few zealots there, and he's got a lot of Zerglings. He's going to know now that he should be able to just leak by and kill things. But we do have the Colossus out, and this should just tear straight through the Zerglings. And there we go. He's going to go on back home. He's done a bit of damage. Did he kill any units? So we're looking at only 3 workers killed, which isn't really that many. So yeah, fair enough. Whatever. So 10 mutas on the way. That's quite a sizable number of mutas considering the amount of anti-air that he has. Yeah, that's not good. This seems to me like a strange build. I mean, there is just not enough units coming out, and he's supply blocked right now, and he needs to really think about getting more gateways, which he is, and really think about getting a better force. But now the mutas are coming in, and they're just going to tear straight through this. There is nothing he can do. He needs to produce more stalkers, and he just doesn't have enough. And he shouldn't be wasting them now. He needs to pile up a larger force of stalkers. Otherwise, he's just not going to be able to succeed. And there they all go. They're all gone. These are going to get picked off. And okay, so we've got a few photon cannons going there, which might put things off for a little bit, but things really going to go out for him. He's producing more and more mutas, and it's just not going to be able to. He's not going to be able to block that. I predict he'll lose very soon. Now he's basically lost his base. He's massively oversaturated here because obviously he's not able to saturate his own main, and he's going to take out a few units, but I just don't think it's going to be good enough. He's got the Colossi, or one Colossus. A Colossus went down, which is pretty bad. He's got that one Colossus, and that's going to help with the ground force. But look at that, we got the gold being taken now, which is just going to be far too much. 158 supply to 81 is just crazy numbers of supply. We're looking at a win very shortly now. Look at how many bases he's got. He's got 5 bases against 2. There is absolutely no way that Hasu can pull this out of the bag now. wow, he's got blink, so he's going to be able to take down a few mutas, but he's just going to be able to build mutas at a phenomenal rate. And he's got Zerg attack, flying attack 2 on the way, and well, I don't really particularly agree with this engagement, but I guess he should be able to take down most of the stalkers anyway. So he's just going to go ahead, just tear straight through this. It's just not good enough. Once all the stalkers are gone, we're still looking at only one Colossus, and yeah, there we go. There's the GG. It's all over. Well, I hope you enjoyed my cast. I predict that they will get better in the future. I know this one was a little bit shaky off the ground, but this was the first cast which I'm actually going to publish, just because I'm getting, well, this is the only one that has been any good, and with all the frame rate issues that I was having previously, this is the only one that is actually acceptable. So there isn't any other games that I'm going to be casting from this series, but I hope you enjoyed it, and thank you very much for listening, and I'll speak to you next time.